In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 strategies that you can use to break into the luxury market and generate larger commissions by making bigger sales. So when you're out there selling real estate or selling any product or service, it can be hard breaking into a luxury or an affluent market. And I want to talk about some of the different strategies that you can use to do that, because once you're in, you're in. And once you have a reputation of working with luxury clients, it's a lot easier to start getting more luxury clients. But the first step is breaking in and getting your first luxury client if you don't have one, or going from a lower price point up to a higher price point. So let's talk about some of the ways that you can do that. The first strategy is to offer to host an open house for another agent. So if you have an agent that in your office or your brokerage that has a bunch of luxury real estate properties, you could offer to do some of their open houses for them. You could hold them open on the weekend and get in a neighborhood where you can bring in more luxury clients. If you advertise the home correctly, you can bring in a lot of sales from the neighbors and just start generating a reputation and start positioning yourself right in that marketplace. Another one is social media groups. I know this is a no-brainer, but let me jog your brain, so to speak, on several ways you can start building relationships up with people who are in a luxury or an affluent marketplace. One is go to Facebook groups. Maybe there's neighborhood Facebook groups that you can get on or get invited into, or even places where they're hanging out in your local community. So for an example, if there's a really nice restaurant and they have a Facebook page and people are commenting there, maybe that's a place where you could pick one up, or a country club, or an auction event, or a charitable place that they're going to. Those are ways that you can find the groups, you can find where they're hanging out social media wise, and you can start getting in there with that group and building relationships. Another one is neighborhood groups, whether that's with a social media app, events that a neighborhood is putting on, or even the Nextdoor app. I know some of these are going to be impossible to break into if you're not in that neighborhood, but there may be some unique ways that you can get into these groups and start building relationships. So I just want to kind of jog your brain on those things. Another one is to attend events where high-end clients are likely to go. For an example, a farmer's market in a neighborhood that has higher price points. An art walk. So in a neighborhood close to our office, there's a really cool beach community and they do an art walk every week. You could actually go to a farmer's market, to an art walk, and set up a booth, and you could actually give away a book. One of the agents we work with has actually done that, and on their very first, they set up a little table, just kind of like the table I'm sitting at, and set up their books. I don't know if how they displayed them. They could have even just laid them down. But they got a few listings off of that one strategy, just going to an art walk and handing out helpful information. And by the way, if you don't have a book already, you can try it out for free at authorify.com/free. Go check it out. Another one is go to networking events that business owners are going to. So let's say your local Chamber of Commerce mixers, or the Meetup app, meetup.com, and find out where business owners are going to, where you'd be interested in. Maybe a marketing event, or maybe one where it's a referral exchange, and find places where people have big businesses, or maybe it's a local chapter meeting that they're talking about business and networking. If you can break into those events or those groups and start building up relationships with the local business owners, a lot of times they're people who have worked really hard, they've earned a good living, and they're going to buy a nice home as a result. So that's another great strategy. So those are just 3 strategies that you can use. There's a lot of different ways. Get creative and figure it out. And one thing that has always helped the agents that we work with is when you show up to these groups is to provide value, offer to be helpful, and give them information. A great way to do that is with the book. Go to authorify.com/free to try it out. See if it's something for you. And if nothing else, just be the agent that comes in and offers helpful information, whether it's to provide value, answer their questions. I know a lot of agents go to forums like Zillow Questions and other spots, and they answer questions to get business. It's a really good way. So when you show up and provide value first, show that you're willing to put the client first, you're going to get business as a result. And high-end and affluent customers really appreciate somebody who's an expert, who's an authority, who knows what they're talking about. So if you're not established in a higher-end market, go out there and cut to the front of the line, so to speak, by showing up and being the most helpful, informative, expert out there and help them make a big buying decision or selling decision for their home. That's going to help you land more sales. So don't just show up in these groups and start handing out your business card and being that pushy salesperson that everyone is like, go away, you're annoying. Be that person that shows up and starts providing value first. It's a great way to get business. Everyone appreciates it. Everyone likes it. They respect it. And it's a great way to break into an affluent market. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please do me a huge favor and like it for me, and subscribe if you're on YouTube, or follow the page if you're on Facebook to get more videos like this. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them below in the comment box, and I'd love to hear from you. See you soon. Thanks for watching.